Companies are adopting AI to automate decisions. But the real judgment, how this company actually decides, still lives in the heads of a few people. When they correct the AI, that knowledge is usually lost in a chat. Umbral captures it at that exact moment and turns it into validated operational judgment. Watch it live. The AI recommends approving this purchase. Budget available, supplier enabled. But the purchasing manager knows something the system doesn't. This supplier has an overdue delivery. She writes her correction in her own words. Umbral doesn't just store the sentence. GPT-5.6 drafts the criterion behind it: scope, required data, exceptions, and when to escalate to a human. Before validating, Umbral asks about the boundary case. What if this purchase prevents a production stoppage? The manager decides that exception requires human approval. Now the frontier is set. A known case, the model executes. A new case it was never taught. It refuses to act alone and escalates. The AI earns autonomy only inside boundaries the company has explicitly taught and tested. Umbral was built entirely with Codex, from scaffolding on OpenAI sites to the finished product. Codex wrote the interface, the API routes, and the tests. And GPT 5.6 Sol is not just the build tool, it powers the product itself. Through the Responses API with strict structured outputs, GPT 5.6 turns each freeform correction into a structured criterion card and then evaluates every new case against the validated criteria, returning an execute or escalate verdict with its reasoning. Companies already pay the cost of undocumented judgment. Umbral turns it into an asset. The metric is not how many tasks were automated. It's how many decisions responsibly moved to green this month. Every correction builds judgment,